Yeah, I'm doing this to try to help my fellow Canadian or anyone else that's going to watch this video. The reason why politics doesn't work is because politics is the religion of statism, and the religion of statism is based on one giant philosophical fuck up. And that's you use force, coercion, lies, and manipulation to put force to your premises. So, when you're wondering why anything doesn't work out with these fucking central planning initiatives, that's the underlying reason. Whether you're talking the animal kingdom or in modern human, nature and how we coexist and cohabitate with each other, there's the genuine winner that just wins because they're just better than everyone else in a fair fight, in a fair competition. Then you have the politicians, the political classes. Now, some of them break themselves down into left ideology and right ideology. Well, they all actually do that. You know that. Look around the whole fucking world, every one of them. From the Middle East to Europe, North America, Australia, Africa, South America, every fucking continent on the planet, every politician in every language spoken, they all break themselves into political classes. Left versus right. Left versus right. Left versus right. Now, the right are predominantly the male species, but they have their own form of collectivism. And then you have the left, which are predominantly the ones that lose on grand scale. But they both are losers. If challenging, in the animal kingdom, there's no, think about it. There's no politics in the animal kingdom. You can't try to convince or talk down an alpha male or an alpha female in the animal kingdom from not being who they are. That's just enshrined in what took many, many, many generations that brought that to fruition. It wasn't planned and necessarily philosophically. It's just nature's trying to survive. Nature creates, species that strive to survive. Politics, the religion of statism, is trying to make the weak, the meek, the ones in the natural selection that they would lose at every junction, at all time, throughout all of history, and in perpetual, even in the future. They're losers. Politics is the art of trying to turn losers into winners and using force and coercion as the implement, the instrument to get to that point. Right? Most of you have to at least recognize that. There's lots of things people can argue themselves. You can argue on so many different levels about so many things that I accept and embrace, and that, I like that, because intellectual conversation and debate is what has always progressed and advanced humanity. But in the world of politics, it's all about who can be the best snake oil salesman. And in that realm, that's the race to the fucking bottom. Every other aspect of your life, or in competition, or in nature, raw competition, is what progresses and advances us, makes us try to succeed to a higher level. Right? Bring politics, bring the religion of statism into the equation, and it's a race backwards. It's trying to go back down this way. So you end up with the low and common denominators being the ruling classes. Now, libertarians, anarchists, voluntarists, independents, people use common sense, logic, and reason, recognize that even though I'll speak on my own behalf, even though I know myself I'm way wiser, smarter, understand philosophy, mathematics, science, economics, way better than most, I still don't try to force that on the people. I expect and hope that they will embrace and recognize that reality when I present it, because you can't I mean, if you can't put forth an argument logically that denies it, then at least fucking accept it. But the religion of statism has allowed people, just like old world religion, has allowed people to try to deny reality, deny logic, and deny reasoning. I'm sick and tired of the race to the bottom. The rest of you need to fucking get to the point where I'm at, where we don't want to keep racing to the bottom. Stop believing in this mysticism, this bullshit, these ideologies, that this collectivism where it's a race to the lowest common denominator. It's never done anything good throughout human history or existence, except cause war, strife, division, hatred, fear, ignorance. We got to be better than that in 2015. We have to. If not for our own health, but for the future and health of all of humanity. Let's be smart. Let's be wise. Reject the bullshit. It's Canadian Libertarian, and I love liberty.